Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about my July favorites. This is the completed look using my favorites because as always, this will be get ready with me style. So I hope you enjoy. If you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe if you have not already. And let's get into these favorites. Hi everyone, this is Editing Rainier coming at you. But I had filmed this back in late July and was hoping to get it up in the beginning of August. But I was traveling for like 20 days late July, early August, like the first half of August. So I thought I was gonna have time while I was traveling to edit this and get this up in a more timely manner, but I clearly didn't. So this is a super late July favorites, and I will still be doing an August favorites because there were so many things that I loved while I was traveling and I definitely want to share. But I still hope you enjoy this really late July favorites, and I wanted to get it up because I put the work in for it, and there's some really good things that I want to talk about and share with all of you. So yeah, sorry for how late this is, but I hope you enjoy regardless. And next month will be more timely, I promise. I will start with skincare items. So the first item is the CAUDALIE Vinoperfect Radiance Serum. I know that this is a pricey item, but this is my I think this is my second or third bottle of this. I love this stuff so much. It's so nice and it's like hydrating and it's just so nice. I removed this from my routine for a little while just because I wanted to try new things out, and I started getting a lot of hyperpigmentation on my cheeks because I was like breaking out. I also had a facial and she did some extractions, and whenever I have extractions or I pick at my skin, I get a lot of hyperpigmentation. That's just the way that my skin is. So I reintroduced this into my skincare routine because I remember the last few times that I'd used it, it had helped so much with my overall like skin tone, my skin texture, and the evenness of my skin. So I reintroduced this and I fell back in love, and I just wanted to talk about it again because I think I have talked about this a couple times in the past. I just fell in love. It's so good. I love the way it smells. It's kind of like herbally, and I love the texture. It's really moisturizing. It fits into my skincare routine very seamlessly because it doesn't pill, it doesn't feel too heavy with the rest of my routine, and it's just like so effective on my hyperpigmentation and just the overall like balance and brightness of my skin. I love this so much. This is definitely a product that I would like save my money for to repurchase because I know it is a little spendy, but I personally think it's worth it. The next is the House of DOHWA SPF 50 plus rice bran sunscreen. I've been using this for I want to say like 2 weeks now, and I'm loving it so much. I also really like the packaging. I already put this on just like half an hour ago, but I'll put some more on just so you can see what it looks like on my skin tone. But this is SPF 50 PA 4 pluses, and it has this really cool packaging. So this is like a very substantial paper, and when you're all done with it, it has this little tab here, and you rip it here and you can open it up and make sure you get every last drop of it. I love that about this packaging. It even says here to do that on the packaging is to rip it open and then get every last drop out. So I think that's just very conscious of them, like environmentally conscious, and it's not wasteful. It's making sure you get every last penny out of this purchase. I really love that, and I would do that regardless, so they just make it easier for you to do that. And I just like the feeling of this packaging as well. It's very satisfying to hold, and I love that it's a squeezy too. So those are a few things that I love about the packaging, but let me try this on and show you what this looks like. It does not give me a white cast at all. I'm not sure what the main ingredient in this is for the SPF, but obviously it's a chemical sunscreen and not a mineral. So this is going to be one fingertip full because I already applied this not that long ago. But you can see it just blends really quickly into the skin. And it feels so moisturizing. It just honestly feels like a regular moisturizer. It does kind of have like a sweet alcohol scent, but I personally like that. I think it smells really good, but I can see this possibly turning some people off because it does smell like quite alcohol-y, but with some sweetness in it. I like it. But this is what it looks like. It's really like glowy and moisturizing and feels so good to apply. It works really well underneath makeup. It doesn't pill with my other skincare products. So it checks like all the boxes plus more, I think. I also love their rice face mask. I didn't bring it today to talk about, but that's something that I really, really like. Maybe I'll introduce that into another favorites video in the future, but that's really good too. I love their rice brand like skincare line. And the last skincare product I want to talk about is the Versed Backup Plan Acne Control Body Mist. This is so good. This is tea tree oil and witch hazel, and it also has 2% salicylic acid. So if you have any backne or body acne anywhere, this is so good. It has such a fine spray. I wonder how I can show this to you without... I'll spray it into like a napkin here. I use this to wipe makeup off of my hands and stuff, but it has such a fine spray. I wonder if you'll be able to like see this or hear that. Okay, did you see or hear that? I don't know, but it's so, the spray is so fine and so nice. It kind of reminds me of like a really nice face mist, but I use this on my back because I get a lot of acne on my back. Unfortunately, it's really obnoxious, but after my showers, I'll take this and I'll just spray my shoulders and my back, and I'll let it sit for a little bit because it does take a minute to dry, and then I'll put my clothes on and go about my day like regular. This just has helped so much with my back acne, my backne. I hate the word backne, but it's an accurate term and efficient. But I put this on my back knee and it just works really, really well. I love that it's like packaged really nicely too, so it's easy to implement into my like skincare routine too. I love that about any product. If it's easy to put in my skincare routine, then I'm gonna use it more often and it's gonna be more useful in general to me. So I love that. My skin loves salicylic acid. It works really well for my skin and is very effective on my acne and my breakouts. So this has been incredible. I think it's such a good like body skincare invention. Been loving this and using this up. I'm like halfway, I don't know if you can tell, I'm like halfway done. It's one of those like airless pump situations, so it just like brings all the product to the top, but I'm halfway done with it, which makes me really sad because I really like this and I'm definitely going to need to repurchase once I'm out of it. But those are all the skincare products, so let's move on to makeup. One of my favorite concealers has been the KAJA Don't Settle concealer. I really, really like this. It's very thin and not too heavy on the skin, but it's not drying either, so it's like a good thin but moisturizing concealer for me. And I've been using this as an all-over base product. I'm really scared that they're going to discontinue this. I'll live if they do, but I'm going to be really sad if they do. I've been using this, as I said, as an all-over like base product because it is so thin but works really well as like both a base and concealer product, and it blends so nicely into the skin and gives me the perfect amount of coverage. I'm wearing the shade Sweet Toast. I would say this gives you a medium coverage. As you can see, it didn't like fully cover up this area right here. I will add a little bit more to try and get a little bit more coverage. I'm not someone who likes full coverage products to begin with, so I feel like this coverage is perfect for me and it gets the job done without feeling too heavy or overwhelming on my skin. Also, as I'm like getting older, for sure, I prefer things that feel thinner on the skin and look thinner and look more natural on the skin. So the less coverage, honestly, the better for me, because things can look really like dry and crepey on my skin really quick. So that is the coverage of the concealer. I love that so much and it's so pretty and really easy to blend out and use, and it gives me kind of like a satin finish. I wouldn't say it's matte and I wouldn't say it's like dewy or luminous, kind of just like an in-between satin finish, or perhaps like a natural finish, like a natural satin finish for my skin type, and I have dry skin. To brighten the eyes, I'm just going to use my KULFI concealer. This is also like a holy grail for me. My favorite bronzer right now is the SAIE Beauty Dew Bronze. It's so pretty, blends so easily on the skin, and is very lightweight on the skin as well, and I just like these shades a lot on me. I have the shades Swim and Sand. One is more of like a cool tone while the other is a more warm tone for me. I'll show them both on my skin for you. A lot of these are going to be quite repetitive. I don't know which one I'm posting first, but I'm going to be talking about my go-to summer makeup routine and a lot of products in this this video are going to be in that video, so I'm sorry if it's repetitive, but these have also just been my favorites and my summer go-to products, so it just makes sense. This is the shade Sand. I would say this is a little bit more cooler toned. I'll do one on one cheek and the other on the other so you can see what it looks like. And you can just see how quickly this blends into the skin as well. So this is the shade if I want a little bit of a lighter coverage bronzer. This is what this looks like. And then on the other side, I'll show the shade Swim. This is like the same packaging as their blushes as well, with that like chunky doe foot applicator, and it's that really creamy formula. These aren't as dewy as the blushes, but they are dewy a little bit. I mean, they are a liquid bronzer, so it's going to give you that, but it's not nearly as dewy as their blushes. And the formula is just so thin and blends so well. So you can see this one compared to this one. This one's just a little bit lighter, a little bit more like natural for my skin tone and less noticeable, while this one is a little bit more like bronzy and intense for my skin tone. I'm just gonna even it out now. I really like both of these shades for my skin tone though. It really depends on what I'm feeling, and I do feel like the shade Sand is going to work a lot better for me when my skin is lighter come like fall and winter. My favorite blushes have been the Huda Beauty blush filters. These are liquid blushes, and the shades that they came out with are just like absolutely so stunning and perfect for the summertime, and these blend so incredibly well and effortlessly, and they're really quick and easy, and I love this shades. They also smell incredible. It's amazing. I love a scented makeup product, honestly, especially if it's like juicy and like fruity like these ones. They smell like strawberry candy. I've been loving all of these so much. I've been really into the ombre like blush routine as well. That's been really fun and easy with these. Today I think I will go for these two shades, or maybe I'll go for these two shades because I haven't been using these too much, and I'll just show you a swatch as well in B-roll of what all the shades look like. But I'm gonna do a little ombre situation with the shade Cotton Candy and the shade Black Cherry. They smell like a strawberry cream candy, and it smells so good. So this one's really light and pinky, and this one I like to pair with the deeper colors because it kind of like lightens them up and makes them a little bit more milky if I'm feeling that vibe, which I think I'll like with this because I think this shade is a little bit too purpley for my taste. So the light pink is gonna help like warm and lighten that shade up for me. But look at how pretty and quick that was. And I do like to blend one side and then the other because these can kind of like stick to the skin if you let them sit for a little bit too long. So I would recommend blending them out right away if you can. It'll just make the blending process a little bit easier too and seamless. So that is that side. I'm gonna start with a dot of Cotton Candy and then a dot of Black Cherry. And these mixed together are so pretty and they just blend so well. They do also give you a very luminous like airbrushed finish on the cheek, and they just make your cheek look softer. It's so nice, so pretty. I love these blushes so much. Moving on to eyes, I have two like brow and eye products to talk about. The first is the Milk Makeup Kush Brow Tint. This is like a tubing mascara for your eyebrows, and it's so good. It's the only product I've been using basically all month. Something I've noticed is that I do think I had a little bit of brow blindness, and some of you still might agree that I have brow blindness now as we speak, but I feel like this helps me have a lot less intense brows because I'm no longer filling my brows in with this product. I will just use this and that's absolutely it. I don't use a pencil anymore. I don't use like a powder in my brows anymore. I just use this to kind of like enhance my natural brows, and that's it. And it's really quick and easy, and it lasts all day long. So you get this like a spiky tip situation, and honestly it does look like a mascara wand a little bit, just a little bit shorter, and it's so easy to put through the brows. You do have to be a little bit lighter handed because it's kind of intense quick, so I just like barely brush it through my brows. I'm using the shade today Grind, but I feel like I can use a ton of different shades, and you really do have to be a little little bit lighter handed with this. I barely brush it through my brows. I feel like less is more with this product. But I'll brush it through my brows and barely touch the hairs, and I'll just like spike my brow hairs up a little bit like that, and I'm done. That's all I'm gonna do, because I feel like if I go deeper into this, it'll just get really messy, because this can get a little bit messy quick, and they do set very quickly as well. So what you want to do with this is do one brow and then the other, don't go back and forth, and I feel like the less you mess with it, the better. So that is one brow done compared to the other. I just feel like it brings my brow hairs up, it defines them a little bit more, but it doesn't look too intense. Although I will say the deeper the shade that I use, the more intense the brow looks. So it really depends on what I'm feeling for that day. But it's been really fun to play with the shades, because I've been wearing like the lighter shades to lighten my brows or make them look a little bit more red or more blonde depending on what my mood is. And it's just been so fun and so easy to do. But it also still looks like semi-natural depending on the shade or what my vibe is, and I think it's so fun. So that is one brow done. It was so easy and quick, and I'll do the next one. Sometimes if I do mess up a little bit, I'll take a clean spoolie and run it through my brows, but I find, just like I mentioned before, the more that I mess with it, the worse it gets. So I just try to leave it the way it is after I do it, and it honestly does feel like a mascara for your eyebrows. Like, it feels thick and crunchy. And so those are both brows done. I really like how my brows turn out when I wear this. I feel like they just look so like fluffy and natural, like I got a brow lamination or something. The next favorite is the Inai, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, Lovely Lashes Waterproof Mascara. I also mentioned this in my summer makeup routine video. Honestly, I love it. It's so good, and the second that I used it, I knew I would love it and it would become a favorite immediately. I know pretty quickly if I like a mascara or not, but this is such a nice mascara. It's made in Korea, so it has an amazing Korean formula. It lasts super well in the lashes, it holds my curl and just makes them look so pretty and like long and wispy. And I also love the wand on this. It's really thin and kind of curved, so it's really easy to get every single lash on my smaller eyes and really make sure I grab every last lash, and every last lash looks enhanced and like really pretty and wispy. So I am excited to show you this one. This one also does not smudge, it doesn't flake, and it lasts all day long. It's also not clumpy for me either. It just fans out my lashes so beautifully and makes them look really long and like, I don't know, like flirty and cute, but perfect for every day for me. So this is one eye with it versus without. So pretty. The last product I'm going to talk about is the Phytosurgeon's Calm Conditions lip balms. These are their new tinted lip balms. I've had these in my hands for months now, and they have been my favorite lip product for months. I have one that's like almost done. It was a lab sample that Jason sent to me a while ago, and I literally just have a little nub of it left because it's been in my purse and I've just been using it as a like everyday tinted lip balm. It's so good. They're so good, and I am so excited that these are now available and you all can try and use these and have them in your possession because they're so amazing. I know you're gonna love them. But my favorite way to wear these is with a little lip liner or a lip stain and then these on top of it. Today I'll just wear a little lip liner and show you what it looks like that way. But yeah, they're so amazing. The perfect purse lippy, I swear. For my lip liner, I'm just going to use the ColourPop lip liner in the shade BFF2 and just kind of feather that out on my lip. And then my favorite shades are Brave Break, which is the deepest shade, and Warm Waves, which is the second deepest shade. And today I'm going to use Warm Waves. This is like my perfect actual My Lips But Better shade. I do have a full video talking about these as well, so if you're interested in an in-depth video about these, that will be linked in the cards above, and I'll also link it down below too for you. But these are perfect. They're just really comfortable and they're not too pigmented. You can really layer them up for the moisture that you need without going overboard, and they just look really like natural and pretty. And as you can see, I had to really build that up to get this pigment, but if you just want a light tint on your lips, that's all you need, just like a few swipes, but you can build up pigment to get something like this as well. So that is the shade Warm Waves with a little bit of lip liner. I think it's so pretty. It feels so comfortable and hydrating and plush on the lips, and it's just gonna stick around for a while, and if I need to reapply, it's not gonna be a big deal because it's gonna add more moisture. It's not gonna be a messy application process because it is so easy to reapply and use and like slap on your face as you go throughout your day without having to use a mirror or anything. It's just so nice and the perfect pursed lippy. So these have been a huge favorite and I just know you're gonna love them, so I'm so excited for you to all try them. If you already have them or purchased them, let me know what shades you got and let me know what you think after you try them. So that is everything for all of my favorites for the month of July. I hope you enjoyed. Please let me know if you have any questions regarding any of the products. Please let me know what your favorites have been for the last month. I'd love to hear about them, and I hope you had a wonderful July, and I hope you're having a good day wherever you are, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!